damn, I was really hoping this was going to be like awesome, you know? What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the theme park vlog. Where are we today?
We're at EPCOT. We're going to somewhere new.
I love going somewhere new.
It is cool when we live here and we go somewhere that we've never been before. We're going to Coral Reef Restaurant. Now, here's the thing.
Yeah, the reviews of this place have been mixed for a long time.
A little shaky.
Yeah, so I know they recently updated their menu, so, and it's not a super extensive menu, but we're going to go check it out. We're going to eat some of the food, and then we are going to report back to you guys and let you know if it's worth your time.
This restaurant was featured on Full House back in like 1994 or something.
It's been around for a while.
Look, if you're a 90s kid like me, you know that you dreamed of Disney World thanks to Full House and Boy Meets World. So come hang out with us. Let's go to the Coral Reef and get some dinner. I'm starving.
All right, so the menu for Coral Reef Restaurant here is not super extensive. Like, the drinks take up one side of the menu, which is like your standard specialty drinks, beer, wine. And then the menu itself with the food is pretty small. Like, they only have 4 appetizers, 7 entrees, a couple of non-alcoholic drinks, and the dessert's not on this menu. So yeah, not a super huge menu, but I don't hate that. So we actually got a seat at one of the aquarium windows, and I don't know, but I'm pretty sure we got the oh, there's a shark. I'm pretty sure we got the Danny Tanner table. So night's already starting out great. As far as the restaurant goes, I mean, you can tell like the theming is like a little outdated. It's a lot of vinyl seating and like I don't even know what is that, like mosaic tile on the, what are those, like the separations between the seats and stuff. It's basically just like a big rectangle. It's not a huge restaurant. There's like a couple of tiers to it. Our server hasn't come by yet, but we're gonna order a couple of drinks.
Which leads me to my next point. I never even made a point, but which leads me to a point that when I was looking at the reviews, the service is one of the things that is apparently most lackluster. So kind of tracks that we haven't been greeted yet by our server. It's been a minute, plus several minutes actually. I do like this. This might be worth it for this alone, but I think what we're going to find out today is this worth it if you don't have the view? Because maybe you don't get the view. So does this restaurant stand on its own with just the food?
Our server, Muna, just came by and took our drink order, and she let us know some fun facts about the aquarium. Apparently, it is the largest aquarium in America? Northeast? The aquarium?
I think the country?
In the country? I don't know. I have a very short attention span. I probably zoned out. But I do know that she said this thing holds 5.7 million gallons of water. And they also have 7 types of sharks. All right, so our cocktails have arrived. And I went with the Raspberry Mojito, which is Bacardi Raspberry Rum, Mount Gay Eclipse Rum, lime juice, mint, and raspberry puree, topped with soda water. So I love a good mojito. Sorry, I needed to throw the accent in there. Put a couple of, 3 raspberries actually. I'm gonna throw those in there. Give us a little stir. Take a sip and see what we have. Very good, exactly what you would expect. The raspberry actually really comes through a lot. Typically, like when you get like a flavored mojito, you don't always get like the flavoring of what it's supposed to be. But this tastes like raspberry. You get, you know, the citrus from the lime. You can taste the mint in there. Very refreshing. Really, really nice. I would get this again. We just got surprised with coconut bread?
With an orange
honey, citrus butter or something. Anyway, it looks delicious. We are here on the pass holder, kind of discount nights. So we actually get 40% off today.
Well, not alcohol.
But not alcohol.
But
only on the food, but still.
We're getting a lot of food.
40%.
And for my drink, I got the blood orange margarita, which is, I'm going to murder this. Luna Azul Añejo tequila, Cointreau liqueur, lime juice, and blood orange sour for $17.50. Okay. I'm actually really surprised by this drink. I think it's delicious. The tartness of the blood orange. Wow.
Nice.
Compliments of the bartender, this might be a batch cocktail. I don't know. If it is, it's a good batch cocktail. It tastes kind of like fruit punch, like juice.
All right, so I'm gonna try the bread here on camera because I'll be honest, I already tried it while Meg was reviewing her margarita. Spoiler alert, it's awesome. I'm not really getting coconut or pineapple from the bread. It is a very sweet bread, kind of like a challah bread. The butter is very good. It's got like a little bit of honey. You taste the citrus in there. I like this a lot. It's a nice, it's like a roll size. You just kind of pull pieces apart and that's about it. But yeah, there's the bread. Appetizers are out. We got 3 of the 4. So we got the lobster bisque, the chicken wings, and the coconut fried shrimp. I'm gonna try the lobster bisque, which has dry sherry, rock lobster relish, and is $14, which I don't think is bad for a lobster bisque. And this is a pretty good portion. Now, my favorite lobster bisque is Boathouse. So I want to see how this kind of stacks up to that.
It won't.
Probably not, but there is like some fresh lobster on the top here. It's very creamy. Doesn't look, how sometimes like a bisque, they can, come like broken, like it separates. Not really getting that here. All right, there we go. Bon appetit. Okay. That's pretty good, honestly. Like I said, it's very creamy. You get that familiar like sweetness from the lobster. You get a little bit of the taste of the sherry in there. The lobster's cooked really nice. It's not chewy. Has great flavor. There's also a little bit of like a garlickiness to it. I really like this. I'm gonna have to go to Boathouse and try, because it's been a minute since I've had Boathouse. But I will say this is up there as far as the bisques that I've had.
What?
Yeah, it's really good. Oh wait, hold on. I got some bread. I'm gonna dip it into the bisque here. The sweetness of the bisque with the sweetness of the bread.
I'll be trying the coconut fried shrimp with a mango chutney for $20. We were back and forth on getting this, but our server said this was her favorite thing, so we got to do it. So it comes in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shrimp, and the chutney is very, very chunky. The only thing about like a really chunky chutney like this is you can't really dip it. You're gonna have to you're gonna have to like spoon it on. It's fine. My gripe, it's really, really oily. Really oily. To the point where like I can taste the oil over the coconut and over the shrimp. It's yeah. I mean, they're fried. You expect that, but I've had fried coconut shrimp where it doesn't have like a oil residue like this.
Yeah, no, these are pretty oily.
They're fine. I'll finish them. I wouldn't get them again.
Yeah.
Because of that.
See, I knew it. I knew we should have gotten these. The third appetizer we got was the chicken wings, which are Jamaican spiced rum glazed with green onions for $16. These are super sticky. I'm gonna need like some wet naps after this. But that's what the wing looks like. You got the green onion on there. Glaze is very thick, very sticky. We're gonna see if these are crispy or if they're just chewy. Trying not to get my white shirt all dirty. I'm notorious for that. I like the glaze on the wing. It has like nice Caribbean, those Caribbean spices, that flavor. Not like, they're spicy but not hot, if that makes sense. They actually they're not like, soggy. They actually do have like a crunch to them, even with the amount of sauce that is on there. I think these are solid wings. I think the flavor is really good. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you get 6 wings. It was
5 of them are drumsticks.
Yeah, 5 of them were drumsticks. There was only 1 flat. I don't know if we just got stuck with it that way, but for $16, good size portion, good flavor, crispy wings. I would probably get these again. Yeah, the bisque was 14, the wings were 16, and the shrimp was 20. Definitely not worth 20.
As we're waiting for our entrees to come, I wanted to provide an update on the drink. I'm still sticking to the fact that this blood orange margarita is delicious. However, there were two things that could have been true. Either A, the alcohol is hidden really well, or B, it is just fruit juice. I'm a lightweight. I'm a proud lightweight. There's really nothing going on in here. Nothing like that drink we had over at Maya Grill.
Oh yeah,
Those were strong.
strong.
Yeah, so if you're looking for a strong drink, this is not it.
At the recommendation of our server, I ended up getting the guava braised short rib. I was initially going to get the surf and turf, but the short rib sounded really good, and she kind of convinced me into getting it. It has garlic mashed potatoes, field greens, and Florida citrus, which is like a vinaigrette they put on top, for $39. Very pretty presentation, good sized portion. You have the greens on the top of the short rib. There's a little bit of citrus in there. Looks like some orange, some red onions, radish. Looks like arugula. A couple of good sized pieces of the short rib. Plenty of like mashed potatoes on the bottom, and you have the guava like it's like a, almost looks like a barbecue sauce. Yeah, I mean the greens on the top are fine. Gives a little bit of texture with the crunch. It has kind of like that citrusy vinaigrette on top, which is nice. Contrast to the sweetness of that guava barbecue sauce. Getting into the short rib now, it is super, super tender, like fork tender. So I'm gonna try this first by itself. The meat is very tender, very flavorful. It is getting a little overpowered by that guava like barbecue sauce. So that is one thing to consider. But the meat itself is cooked perfectly. Like I said, it's fork tender, like it just falls apart. And it's not super fatty like some short rib can be, but very good. I'm gonna try some of these garlic mashed potatoes now. Unfortunately, there's not much that this guava barbecue hasn't touched. It's kind of like all over everything. So the garlic mashed potatoes are really good. Nice and garlicky, super creamy. There are like chunks of potatoes in there, so it's not like completely smooth. Overall, I like this. I think this is a really good dish, and the flavors all work, and everything tastes really good. I'm happy with this. I'm glad she recommended it.
For my entree, I got the mojo chicken, which is served with Caribbean rice, black-eyed peas, and crispy garlic plantains for $32. So this comes on the bone, which I know some people are not into that. I'm usually not, but I asked her, I said, is it tender? Is it going to fall off the bone? And she swears it is. We'll see about that. All right, so it's very crispy skin on the outside. Let's cut into this. Okay. Well, I wouldn't say it's fall off the bone, which the chicken at Boathouse is on the bone, and it is truly fall off the bone. This has like a crispy skin on the outside. So let's give the chicken a try here. Actually really flavorful. The skin is nice and crispy, has good seasoning on it, and the chicken itself actually has like that mojo coming through, like you kind of get that citrusiness in the chicken.
Yeah.
There's really not a lot of meat on the bone. I mean, I'm like working through it over here, you know what I'm saying?
It does look a little light in the meat.
Yeah, it's a little light on the meat itself. Like the portion, like it looks big, the 2 pieces of chicken, but there's really not a lot of meat on these bones at all. When we get into like a thicker piece of chicken, we have more of a tendency for it to be dry. Yeah. Flavor is still awesome, but as I expected, with the thicker piece of chicken, it is more dry. I think I like the rice more than the chicken.
Really?
It's really good rice. It's moist. It's not dry or like crunchy or anything. It's got great texture.
The skin is where all the flavor is.
The skin is so flavorful. All right, last thing on the plate to try is the crispy garlic plantains. I mean, they're crispy garlic plantains. What do you want?
So we also got, because we didn't get enough food, we also got the seafood mac and cheese. because we're a bunch of gluttons. But it comes with lobster, shrimp, bisque cheese sauce, and a bread gremolata, which is a fancy way of saying they threw some breadcrumbs on top. This is $38. It looks like it also comes with like some like broccolini, with like garlic on it. They just kind of throw it on the side. Ooh. Oh, right off the bat, there's just like chunks of lobster in this thing. Nice crispy like top on the texture on the top. The mac and cheese underneath looks really creamy. This looks really good. I see a bunch of lobster and shrimp all throughout the mac and cheese. Smells really good.
You don't look excited.
Hold on. I need another bite of this. So I'll give it this. The bisque cheese sauce is nice and creamy. The pasta is cooked well. It does have like that kind of sharp cheddar flavor almost. There's like a sharpness to it. There's just something about the flavor that I can't put my finger on. It's like not 100% like seasoned. It needs something. I appreciate how creamy it is. And there is a ton of like shrimp and lobster in here, but there's just something about the flavor, or lack of, I guess, maybe. But yeah, I was really hoping this was gonna be like awesome, and $38 is kind of like a high, price tag to not be super happy with this. I don't know, there's just something kind of texture-wise that's throwing me off a little bit too. I know I keep shoveling it in my mouth, but I'm trying to like figure out what it is. I'm also getting like from the shrimp itself, they taste like a little bit fishy. Almost like they weren't fresh or they were like frozen or something. I'm kind of disappointed in this one.
And the broccolini tastes like nothing.
The broccolini tastes like nothing?
Literally.
Well, aside from it being cold, yes, it tastes like nothing. That's a bummer. Darn.
I wouldn't even say it's just okay. It's not good.
The best thing it has going for it is that it's creamy.
Yeah. I think if we bring it home, we can doctor it up.
Probably.
Yeah. But for a $40 dish, you should not need to doctor it up.
No. All right, so here's the dessert menu. It's not a whole lot on here, but I mean, you don't really need a whole lot. And then just like a couple of specialty coffees, which I don't know if we're gonna partake in those, but that's it.
For dessert, we got the pineapple coconut bread pudding, which is served with vanilla ice cream, warm rum caramel, and shaved coconut for $11. We're both going to be comparing this to Sebastian Bistro's pineapple coconut bread pudding, which is the best, better than Ohana's, the GOAT, thebomb.com. Right off the bat, Sebastian's looks better. Sebastian's bread pudding is so moist, and this, look, again, I didn't even try it yet. You can't judge a book by its cover, right? Something about this caramel sauce I don't like.
Is it like burnt?
No.
It tastes burnt?
It almost tastes artificial.
It does look artificial.
It almost tastes like Smucker's.
Like immediately off my first impression, the scoop of ice cream that's on top of this thing is bigger than the actual bread pudding. So there's that. Very, very hard crust. And like the pieces that I'm seeing just look like dry biscuits. I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt. All right. There's my bite.
We got a nice bite with like the ice cream and the caramel and stuff. So it should be. When you've had the best, this is just not living up to it.
But I could have had the fifth best, and it would still be better than this.
Yeah.
The best thing on here is the ice cream. The bread pudding itself tastes like Pillsbury biscuits. It has like that same texture. I'm not really getting pineapple. The only coconut I'm seeing is like coconut flakes that are on top of the dessert. Like we've had so many good bread puddings. This is not one of them, unfortunately.
I have thoughts.
Same.
Go ahead. Ooh, we're blue.
I am very sad. No, I'm just kidding. Overall, I feel like it's kind of all over the place. There were things that were very good, and there were things that were
very bad.
Yeah. So some standouts. were the bread. The bread was really good. The lobster bisque was fantastic. The wings were really good. My short rib had great flavor. And that's unfortunately about it.
The chicken was okay. I don't think it's the strongest entree on the list of 7 entrees. The flavor was good. The chicken was just a little dry, and there was not a lot of meat on the bones. So for the $32 that it is.
The coconut shrimp is coconut shrimp, but they were oily. The mango chutney definitely, I don't want to say saved it, but it added to the flavor of it, which made it more pleasant, but the shrimp was still oily. The big miss, and the one that I was really hoping was gonna really knock my socks off, was that lobster mac and cheese. It just wasn't good to me. There was something off about it. It tasted like it was creamy. I'm not gonna take that away from it. It had creamy, like you want mac and cheese to be. The pasta was cooked well, but there was something about it. It almost either tasted like frozen or not fresh, and there just wasn't like a ton of seasoning. And for $38, that's unacceptable, honestly.
The big miss for him was the lobster mac and cheese, or seafood mac and cheese.
Seafood mac and cheese.
For me, the bread pudding was such a miss. We've had so many incredible bread puddings all over Disney property. Boathouse, Raglan Road.
Mm-hmm.
There are so many amazing bread puddings. This missed the mark.
Big
Much.
Time. It came out so fast that it was just sitting under like a hot plate because the plate was hot. It was dried out. I'm very easy to please. It takes a lot to offend me food wise, and I hate giving places like a bad review. There's a lot of things to take into consideration with this place. It's at EPCOT. So unless you have a park ticket, you're not coming here. Also, it's almost 10 o'clock right now. We were there, a good over 2 hours? You really have to consider whether or not you want to take 2 hours of your park day and sit at this restaurant. Personally, me, I wouldn't. And it's just a shame because I really, I hate believing bad reviews because I feel like people just, love to hate on stuff. But honestly, this one,
I get it.
Kind of was justified a little bit. Again, there were some really good things, but the bad things were just really bad. So, like I said, we did the pass holder thing, where they have like a specific percentage off. So we got 40% off the bill, not including alcohol, obviously. Without the 40%, the bill would have been something like $220. It came to $150 with the discount. $220. We had 2 drinks, 3 apps, and technically 3 entrees and a dessert.
It's a good amount of food.
It's a good amount of food,
but it just was not good food. I would be pissed if I paid $220.
It's not $220 worth of good food.
I have no problem paying for good food.
Absolutely not.
That's like my bougie thing.
Yeah. I will say our server was fantastic. She was super sweet, very nice. Granted, we did ask her to kind of hold off on putting the entrees in because the apps came out super fast.
But we shouldn't have to ask that either because we didn't even take the first bite of bread and all 3 appetizers came out at once. So, and I was just like, whoa, hey, can you wait a few minutes on putting the entrees in? Because I don't want to be eating bread, 3 appetizers, and entrees. Yeah.
I feel like that, it may sound like this is a lot of complaining, but if you've watched any of our other videos, we're kind of it's tough to
It's tough to offend us. We're extremely reasonable.
We're extremely reasonable.
With the exception of that one comment we got on the paddlefish video.
Yeah, apparently all we do is complain about stuff. But look, I'm gonna say it when the stuff is good. I'm gonna say when it's good. When it's bad, I'm gonna say when it's bad. I wouldn't rush back to come here. And I can't recommend, like I said, wasting 2 hours to go eat there if this is your only park day. So
thank you so much for hanging out with us, coming under the sea with us.
I hope you stayed long enough to hear our rant. If you did, thank you.
You a real one.
You a real one.
Anyway, I'm Megan.
I'm Eddie.
And we'll see you real soon.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.